No matter what you do, you need a little truth, you need a little logic. Truth and Logic, Wednesday, 2 p.m., 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Depending on where you're at, you can adjust that time accordingly. And remember, family, the revolution may not be televised, but it's damn sure going to be talked about, so you need to figure out what you want to say about it.
And make sure you follow us on YouTube. YouTube page is True Logic. Also, we have a Facebook page. Come on and like us. Tell us what you think about it. It's Truth and Logic with Deron and David. And Twitter is Truth and Logic 1. And this commercial is brought to you by 8 Shots Music. That's www.8 SHOTZMUSIK.com. And you can also give them a call, 773-948-9296. It's your truth versus my logic.
What's good, family? This is the Truth and Logic Weekly Wrap-Up Show. I'm Deron.
This is David.
And we here to bring it to you. This past week, we talked about the economic, the financial part, the business part of relationships. That would be the powerful child support. David, why don't you tell them about what we talked about, man? Tell them about what you think.
You know what? We had a damn good show, family, about child support. First thing, let me put the disclaimer out there, because I had 1 or 2 people come up to me, and they were a little upset because I used the word monkey. They said it was being racist. Well, let me tell you stupid motherfuckers one thing. When I say monkey, first off, we didn't mention race not one time in the show. When I was talking about monkey, I was talking about the irresponsible male, so people, please, like we said in past shows, stop trying to call every fucking thing racist. Everything is not racist.
But on that, if any of you know any of these gangsters, thugs, whatever, these clowns that we talking about, if you've ever seen them or dealt with them when they was locked up, some of the most gangster shit that they think is gangster, they throw shit and piss at you. Now, when you go to the zoo, when you pass the monkey cage, what do? They throw piss and shit at you.
Exactly.
So fuck these niggas. Let's go.
Now, child support, one of the things we talked about was how the shit is unfair. You have a man will get put on this monthly bill called child support. It was a young lady that we just read. She spent all her money on the lottery. She has a child. She has the baby daddy on child support. I'd be willing to bet she used child support money to try to make it big on the lottery.
And on top of that, this clown, and yeah, women can be clowns too, started a damn GoFundMe page. And to date has collected like what, $1,000?
Actually, GoFundMe shut it down. Good. She ain't getting shit.
Good.
She don't get shit. So this hood whore don't get a damn thing. I'm just saying, if a man don't pay child support to try to make it big on the lottery, he's a deadbeat. He's going to jail. Female don't support her child to try to make it big. We say she's trying to come up. So the child support laws need to be revamped. All the men out there, if you're listening to me, we need to stand together. See, men don't stand together for a cause. See, what will happen will be this female screwing you over, but I'm trying to get some pussy. So I'm like, yeah, that nigga ain't shit. And then I don't fuck around. You jump on the
I ain't shit bandwagon.
Right. Yeah, right. Now this nigga ain't shit. Then I done fucked around and got her pregnant. And I'm in the same boat as you. Now we both cussing this motherfucker out.
And she definitely gonna run to the courts so she could be first in line.
Right, because she gonna get that white daddy to make sure she gonna get that white daddy to make sure you get put on that monthly bill that's called child support.
Right.
And honestly, the shit ain't fair. So and this is to the men that take care of their children. Now good ass men. Hey, it is what it is. You deserve whatever come to you. But the men that's actually taking care of their children, anytime a female want to railroad you, she can. And it's fucked up. And this is where change needs to happen. And we need to start hitting these politicians up so change can happen, because your male could get railroaded at any day and time. You could be a damn good father, but as soon as things don't go her way, now you got this monthly obligation. Because let's look at the big picture. The government don't care if you in your child's life. They don't care if you take your child to school. They don't care if you go to your child's first day of school, they dance recital, they football game. They don't care. All they want is you to pay this monthly bill. And let's look at it like this. We don't have a debtor's prison except for child support.
Right.
You're innocent until proven guilty, so they say, except for child support.
That's what they allege.
And you have to be judged by your peers, the jury of your peers.
Except for child support.
Except for child support. Child support is the only thing to where all these laws that we have in place doesn't fit in. Where is that right at?
Well, there's a whole lot about child support that's not right. And, when I said on the show Wednesday that I didn't have an answer, but actually I kind of do. Because what I think is that I don't think that it should be clear cut across the board. And I'm not even talking about for all 50 states. I'm talking about if you want to go state to state and keep it the way it is, that's fine. But when you deal with percentages, a bitch on... I'm sorry, because some of you may be offended because I don't know your names. But if you're on welfare, your monthly expenses for my child are considerably less than a woman who goes to work and puts out monthly for my child.
Right.
So a woman on welfare may put out $800 a month, at which case my portion should probably be $400.
Yeah.
Right. Whereas... and it doesn't matter what I make a year. My portion should be $400 based on your lifestyle.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? By the same token, a woman that goes to work, pays the bills, and takes care of my child, and maybe she puts out $3,000 a month to take care of my child, total household expenses. Okay, well, when you take a percentage of that, or what do you use that for my child? Maybe my portion should be about $800,
right?
Give or take. So I'm with that. See, I shouldn't have to pay someone on welfare $800 a month because basically I've just taken care of your whole monthly expense bill. You don't have to pay shit now,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Which is
probably triple the monthly expense.
Dig that. So I mean, there's a solution. The problem is that you don't have enough people that want to get together and make change. Because too many men just feel like, well, fuck it, it's a lost cause, so they're not gonna say nothing. And what? You could get 100 women to be like, I agree with you. They not gonna say shit.
Right.
They ain't gonna sign no petition.
Right.
So I mean.
Well, see, I think another thing we should have is a mandatory blood test.
At the birth of the child?
At the birth of the child. Mandatory, whether you're married or not. It was a gentleman that him and his wife had 5 kids. They needed to do a blood transfusion for one. Couldn't find out that child wasn't his. And they did the paternity test on the other 4, and 3 of the 5 wasn't his kids.
Yeah.
So what's that old phrase? Mama baby, papa baby.
Man, look here. I ain't trying to say what OJ did was right, and we don't know that OJ did nothing. But I'm saying there's a reason to do anything.
Well, see, if you, number one, do a paternity test, that eliminates who the father is.
They're not gonna do that because that costs money.
Hey, take it out of welfare, lower welfare, put it on. Paternity test, that's a different story. Okay. But see, then we do this. See,
it's common sense shit like that. Why you'll never get elected.
And then, then you look at it like this: females, you get 1 dick shot. Mm-hmm. What I mean by that, it takes to get pregnant. Was that 1 week span?
Shit,
about a week.
That's almost instantaneous. It don't take no week.
No, I'm talking about when they ovulate.
Oh, yeah. So we say 5 to 7 days.
We say 7 days. We're gonna expand this. It's 7 days. So in that 7-day period, you done slept with 2 or more men raw. Number one is nasty, but you go after person A, he's not the daddy. Well, that's your only dick shot right there. Because if person B the father, well, you ain't getting child support for him unless he decide he want to pay. You get one dick shot. See, that's how you cut some of this bullshit out. You know.
Well, that's how you cut it out from the female point of view. Now, one of the things that I said on the show too is that because one thing I can't stand hearing is you hear these cats running around talking about I got 5, 6, 7, 8 kids. It's like, well, you can't be taking care of none of them, nigga, because that's a lot of work. So my thing is this: maybe, I mean, I don't know how it will work out. My kids are older, so I could get divorced, and I ain't gonna really have to. This don't affect me, but maybe you might want to put them on a set amount for every child. So if you know that you got to come out of pocket for $400 for every child you have, maybe you won't have them 5 kids. Because $2,000 a month is a lot of goddamn money.
That is true, but we also got to look at it like this. I've said this on the show. If you messing around with Dorsey and he got 4 kids and ain't taking care of them, that might not be the nigga you want to lay with. Just saying. But
you know what? Here's the reality of it, and this is a whole nother show. This don't have shit to do with child support. You could tell a female every negative thing about a nigga that you know. She's gonna make up every excuse possible why that shit don't pertain to her.
True.
So it don't matter. She could see him not taking care of her. She gonna be like, you know why? Because them baby mamas ain't shit, and I'm different.
You ain't never lie.
So I mean, it don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? Until she number 5, and then he then all that not shit that she witnessed before that he's inflicting on her now. Now she gonna be like, I should have listened to my first mind, or whatever. All that bullshit they be saying.
Yeah. Well, look here. Our show next week.
It's a good one. It's a heater, family. Y'all need to tune in. You need to listen.
We talking about these effeminate ass men.
Effemination and emasculation, family. They are not one and the same. Look it up before you listen to the show. If not, we gonna be holding class anyway. It don't matter.
And when we talk about the effeminate man, trust me, we're not talking about the gay man. That's a whole nother thing. We talking about to these men that like women, but they want to look like women. And women, don't think you off the hook. Because you
got something to do with this shit.
Exactly. You paying your motherfucking part in this shit too. So don't think because we talking about these effeminate men that we ain't talking about that.
Y'all getting a break this week.
Exactly.
We equal opportunity around here. So Wednesday, 2 p.m., 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Truth and Logic. Tune in. Check us out.
Your truth versus my logic.
Always.